Hey everyone, Aaron here. Welcome back to the Anime Talk, the show where we discuss things that, well, we haven't discussed things in like a week, it seems like, because I haven't actually uploaded an Anime Talk in, I think, a week now. I apologize for that, by the way, guys and girls. It's honestly just because I was on a semi-vacation with sorts, and I was kind of busy. I was out and about. That's kind of why I had all those uploads, that some of them were really old, as you can see from the intros and stuff like that. But I'm back. I'm ready to go, and let's go start discussing again, twice a week. Random stuff about, topics. That's all I can say about that. Anyways, today I actually want to discuss something that I've always found pretty interesting and kind of, I'm going to say interesting twice, I almost said, but I'm not going to do that because that would sound stupid. But honestly, I want to talk about anime clubs, and namely the difference between real life anime clubs and actual anime clubs, like in actual anime. So, what's funny about anime clubs, and let's start off with the real world, is that these are like a mismatch of people that are really, huge diehard fans of anime usually, that they want to, participate in like convention stuff, they want to kind of feel like they are part of an anime community inside of a school. And, unfortunately, when I was going to high school, I actually did not have an anime club until, ironically, the year I left. How stupid was that? In 2009, our school actually opened up an anime club, and I was like, "Come on, really? I would have loved to join an anime club." I actually originally wanted to join one. I wanted to create one actually, but the thing was that I'm also one of those people that I would go home more often than actually stay in clubs. Like I was part of a few clubs in real life. I was actually part of a chess club. Yes, I'm not. By the way, I'm not very good at chess club, but I actually enjoyed playing chess nonetheless. I was part of that club. I was also part of a movie club a long time ago, and I was part of a. I forget what they were exactly called, but it was like a new club that opened up in our school. I was only there for like maybe 3 actual classes, and then I kind of left. But I was part of at least 3 clubs in my life. I was also part of. I forget, there was one other club that, I was part of the Lego League club, that was when I was in junior high, which was like a club that was dedicated on building technology, ironically enough, but it was just under the guise of a, like Lego simulation type thing where they built Lego things and they had Lego robotics and stuff like that. It was really fun. It was actually something I enjoyed a lot. But what's funny about clubs in real life is that, at least especially with anime clubs, and this is going from my friend's experience because, again, I didn't have any experience myself, but I've had plenty of friends that have been in anime clubs. These are gatherings of just, again, people that just love anime. They want to feel part of a group, but they want to, try to live the life of an anime in terms of at least being, I guess, friendly with one another, having, those days where you watch a lot of anime together in a club. I remember my one friend said that they binged watched, I think, the Melancholia of Furumi Suzumiya. They binge watched that all in one day, I think, which was like a feat that the club was there from, I think, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, almost till midnight. And I remember the school, it wasn't per se, they weren't pissed off about it, but they did give them crap for about it because, they were there for a long time. But I remember that was interesting that he said that they did that. But I also remember that, they went to like conventions once in a while and stuff like that. They had to pay out of pocket, but they all like try to gather together so they could all go to these conventions and have fun like that. But, then you go into the anime spectrum, the anime clubs, and, these things are always something that I've never fully understood because, honestly, those are so far-fetched from real club life. Like, the stuff that happens in anime clubs, for example, I have the image of Love, Election, and Chocolate, where that's the snack club in the anime that's presented in. And all they do is eat snacks, and, one of the concepts is that, though, eventually they do have to try to, like, run for school president, and what's funny about that though is that none of this stuff really happened in real clubs. I mean, I've known a lot of clubs, even though I've only been in 3 clubs myself. I've known other people in other clubs, and for the most part, clubs are pretty based on what they are, but they're more so not as crazy as a lot of these clubs are in anime. Like club in animes are usually like, they have the romance triangles in there, they have all these kind of weird incidents, they have all this kind of like, let's do this with another club, let's do this with another club, let's interact. That doesn't really happen in real life. I always thought that was funny that they actually portray that like an anime like that because honestly, I don't know, maybe I always thought maybe anime tries to portray clubs like so interesting because they hope more people in high school join, actual clubs. But honestly, I've always thought it was kind of outlandish because some of the stuff that actually happens in these clubs is like, come on, you would never see this stuff in real life. I mean, like, my chess club, ironically, it sounds like a boring thing, but we had a lot of fun. We didn't always play chess. We played, various games. We a few times played checkers, and we had fun just kind of talking. Sometimes we just, shoot the breeze for now a couple hours if we got tired of playing chess. We really weren't per se, we had the ones that were dedicated chess players in our club, the ones that they went to the nationals and stuff like that. But we also had, the groups that were very considered amateurs, which I was considered an amateur. And we would only play a few rounds. We'd play against some of the actual national guys, which, by the way, never won against one of those guys. I'll tell you that right now. And I had one time where I came close. I came real close, but I ended up losing because of 2 moves I made a mistake on. But that was like the only time I ever even came close. Every other time after that, I've always been horrifically defeated. But what was funny about those clubs is that we were always just in our own clubs. We really had very little interaction with other clubs. In anime, you always have it where these clubs like meet up together, or like, I'm gonna challenge you because our club's better than yours. That doesn't happen in real life. I've never seen that actually happen. I mean, I've seen clubs open up where there's 2 clubs of the same type, but they usually either combine together or realize, hey, you know what? You've been around longer. We'll give you the reign of the club, and we'll join you. We'll merge together, whatever. But I've never seen them battling once another. Trying to make these kind of like outlandish things happen. I've never understood that. I mean, like I said, the only real thing I could think of is most likely, they open up anime clubs they show off these anime clubs and actual anime to be a kind of way of making people actually go forth in high school and junior high to join more clubs, because I know that's one of the biggest things. This is a kind of, I don't want to get preachy with you guys and girls, but more so, joining clubs is actually a very good thing to do if you especially want to go to a college that wants you to have SAT scores and, show actual academic things outside of your regular classes. And I always tell people that, it doesn't matter what you join per se. You should join a club, though, just to kind of have fun and show that you are a social kind of, I don't want to say social butterfly, but it is true, because it's the concept that even though I was a shy person in most of my high school life, I joined clubs because, honestly, it kind of destroys that shyness factor, but even more so makes it where you look like you're doing something outside of just going to school, and kind of breaks the monotony. Like, I didn't go to my club every single time I was supposed to go. I went several times, maybe in a month, but I did not go every day. I went just one of the days I felt like going, and a lot of people were like that. The only diehard people that go to the clubs are the ones that really are focused on the club. But it shows that if you go to college, it shows you having some academic things outside of the typical norm, and it's really good for you. Looks good on your resume of college resume, more so, not regular resume. I mean, you could put that on your regular resume, but I advise putting more on your college resumes. But honestly, I just want to understand like why anime clubs always have this kind of weirdness factor to them, and I mean real anime clubs, like not real anime. I mean like actual anime clubs. That's a weird, like, the way of phrasing that is so odd, but. Yeah, what do you guys think? I'm curious in the comments below. What do you think? Why do clubs like that exist in anime? Is there a reason that I'm not seeing, maybe? But honestly, that's it for today's anime talk, guys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm back, so most likely you'll see more of them on the way. I'm not going to be I'm going to try to do more of these in a backlog, also like my other reviews. This way, you guys, if I miss a day or two, it won't actually affect me releasing these things on time. But we'll see what happens, right? Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a blessed Friday, because today is Friday, and I hope you all have a great weekend also. Bye-bye, everyone.